One of the most important attributes of a sports team is its fan base. How knowledgeable, connected to a franchise, or hardcore a fan base is can make or break an outsider's perception of the team. The fans are just as important as any other aspect of a sports team in creating a cohesive and positive identity. Fandom in a sports team is very important to people and becomes a large part of a personal identity, as well as the identity of the market they play in. There may be no better example of a team's connection to their people and their city as it is with the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is the smallest market in North American professional sports, and this is one of the largest driving factors to the connection of the city to its fans. There are many ways that this is manifested over the years. The Green Bay Packers are one of the only professional sports teams to be owned by its fans instead of a sole owner. They have the largest season ticket waiting list and are also part of one of the most popular touchdown celebrations in NFL history. One of the most unique aspects of the Green Bay Packers fan base is that they are the only fan base in North American sports that can claim that they actually own their beloved team. There are currently 360,584 stakeholders in the team, with a combined 5,011,557 shares. The first selling of these shares came in 1923 when the Packers needed money to stay afloat. They sold 1,000 shares at only $5 each, and since that time, they've held 4 more fundraisers through the selling of stocks. The most recent of which occurred in 2012 as $64 million was raised for upgrades to the atrium of Lambeau Field. During the most recent round, 250,000 shares were sold to residents of all 50 states and all provinces of Canada. It was a display of just how far-reaching the Packers organization is and how passionate its fans are. This unique characteristic of the team really emphasizes how important the fans are to the Packers organization. One of the most well-known qualities of the Green Bay Packers fan base is their historically long season ticket waiting list. Season tickets for the Packers have been sold out since 1960 and boast a waiting list of over 123,000 people. People in Green Bay often put their children's name on the list when they're born because of how long it takes to get season tickets. And because very few people turn over their season tickets, the average wait time of the Green Bay Packers season tickets can be up to 40 years. This is a longer waiting list than any team in North American professional sports, and the wait is expected to be even longer in the future. These season tickets are also unique because they're considered passable property and therefore can be passed on to your descendants. This is a very rare practice and one that the Packers started. It allows for families to continually pass on those season tickets and create a culture of family at the games. The season ticket waitlist is just another example of the love the city and its fans have for the Packers. On December 26, 1992, a beautiful Green Bay Packers tradition was born. The Packers were playing the Los Angeles Raiders in a closely contested game. Legendary defensive end Reggie White recovered a fumble and right before going out of bounds, lateraled the ball to safety Leroy Butler. Butler returned this all the way for a touchdown, and in pure excitement, Butler would run through the back of the end zone and leap over the wall that separated the fans from the field.
I thought he was a submarine pilot.
Second down. Here's Evans back to throw on second down. They chase him out of the pocket.
It's a screen.
And he sets a screen up, and it's knocked down at the 38-yard line.
And a fumble.
Tackle. Do the Packers have the ball? Apparently they do.
And they're going to give it to the Packers.
Butler goes to the touchdown. Is that a touchdown or not?
Well, they don't know whether to call it. Nobody wants to call anything.
The officials are going to confer. Let's see what they're going to do.
In doing this, Leroy Butler created the legendary Lambeau leap. After Butler's famous touchdown, many Packers began following suit and jumping into the stands to celebrate with their fans. And even today, the tradition continues, with players who score the touchdowns often leaping into the stands with their fans. This is another example of the team's close association with their fans and the community, and new Packer players often say one thing they're most excited for is doing the Lambeau leap when they score a touchdown. It is a very important tradition and further exemplifies the close bond between the Packers and their beloved fan base.